I do like this blue, but it's a bit dark. What about this one? That's a nice blue. Thanks, Aussie. What's up, my boy? The Mudkip, is it for a friend or commission? Yeah, so they wanted a rug, but then I was too shy to tell them how expensive it would be, so I just gave them a really cheap price. Or rather, like, they asked for the really small one, but I didn't want to make a small one, so I just upgraded it for them. Because I don't like making small designs. I like making big ones. Because I want to have a bigger portfolio. I think this blue is nice, but I think I'll go with this one. Big guy, big guy, big guy, pants okay. Oh my god, since I'm side quest maxing, let me show you what I learned on the piano so far later. I'm doing so much shit. That's just what I do every day. I'm just doing random shit all the time. La 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 This is how you should be moving at our age. I agree. I was saying, in your late 20s, it's all about hobby maxing. Otherwise, you become a shell of a person. It's very good to have things you enjoy and are passionate about. You don't want to be a shell. Oh, this is thin. This is thin yarn. That pisses me off. Which means I might have to go over it twice. For better thickness. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. La la. No, 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 no. I'm just gonna look at the bush on the other side, because I think this yarn doesn't come out as thick as I would like it to. Yeah. Because this one is a bit, it's a bit thin. But maybe it's okay. I'm gonna go over it one more time. Wait, let me check on the muffins. Oh, you want to see them? Oh, fuck! Almost tripped over some boxes. Wow. Oh, they fucking rose. They fucking rose. Okay, judging from the softness of this yarn, I already know it's gonna piss me off. Never buying thin yarn ever again. Learned my lesson. I straight up just put all the yarn that were not good in a cupboard. Just so I'm not tempted to be like, I don't want to waste it, might as well use it. And then it ends up being such a pain in the ass. Yeah, how's the toiler business? Guess I might as well use this one though. This one's not that bad. Na 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 na, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la, la la. Ma, 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 I hope everybody sells more toilets. Fuck toilets. Me when I prefer to shit in a hole. This would actually give me great experience in gun handling because I'm used to the kickback. I would say I'm probably better with rifles and automatic and semi-automatic. Well, that one time I went shooting for the first time, I did really well. Oh, that's a bit of a tangle. Oh, fuck. That 50-yard shot on her first try. Yeah, it was like when in Sherlock, where the wife turned out to be like a Giga agent and he threw a coin at her and she hit the shot. I can do that. La, 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 la. Ah! Yeah, what if all these hobbies actually just secretly train me to be the ultimate assassin? Like Alex Rider. Now that's a generational reference. Alex Rider, Operation Stormbreaker. I read all the books when I was a kid. I'll check on the muffins. God. They're done, they're done. I get it. Shut up. Ow. I'm fine. I wanted to push it out a little bit. We're good. I need to move my laptop. Am I going to share the class? No. Yippee! Ta-da! Da-da-da-dun. I'm just gonna let it cool a bit. Get my hair dryer out. Yeah, that's how you get the new fucking T virus strain. Oh my god! Yesterday, when we were doing the Resident Evil thing, they were doing mic tests, and they were trying to get Void to say something to like mic test him. So they were just like, "Oh, so what'd you eat today?" And Void was like, "Today I had 2 glasses of water." And I was like, "Oh my god, Bella had Hadid," and nobody got the joke. I cannot be in a diva-less space. If I am with another diva, we buff each other. Nobody fucking understood. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I'm the only one serving cunt. Thanks, Cherise. A group of divas is called a gaggery. I'm gonna touch it. Okay, it's fine. What kind of magic? It makes it cool down faster. What flavor? They're banana chocolate chip muffins. There you go. It's a bit hot, but not scaldingly hot. There we go. It's fine. There's a bit of a crust on it. Probably just wash it. Didn't put chips? No, it's more than enough chips. I actually use even less because the first time I made it, I thought there was too many, so I use a little less. I'm not that crazy about chocolate chip. I actually like them better cold. After I let it sit for a day, you can taste the banana more. But I'll cut open one. Actually, I'll just use. Okay, blind pussy muffin test. Fucking hell, dude. Now I have to clean this up. We're gonna get really stressed. It's still very hot. Mm. Okay, so when it's hot, definitely more for the chocolate chip enjoyers because it's gooey. The chocolate chips, it melts in your mouth. But for the banana enjoyers, I would let it cool. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-mm. 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 Yeah, this took like 20 minutes. Mm. It's not packed with protein. Mm. How much money have I given to you, Fong? Less than I spent on yarn. I feel like you could totally make this in a square pan. You could make this in a square. I have a square pan, and then it would just be like a banana bread cake. Yeah, then there would be brownies. Life is good. Life is really good. Life is good. Life is good. Life is good. I should put LSD in them and give it to my friends. Just kidding, that's a crime. I would never drug people. What about shrooms? Okay, I'm full, no more. Mm. 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 3 muffins and still skinny? That's because the only other thing I ate today was curry and rice. Not Bella Hadid, no. Bella Hadid eats 2 cups of water every day. That's it. What type of curry? Tofu something. Back to work. Mm, 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 mm. I am a big tofu enjoyer. I fucking love tofu. Oh, there's a creepy man. Ban him. You know, the irony of that is I definitely squat more than that person. I can do 20 pounds each side at Bulgarian split squats. And then I squat 135 pounds. I weigh 110. But also, there's a misconception in which you think squatting will increase the surface area and volume of you, which is not true. Because you can tone it by making your ass more tight, but it will not increase it without a BBL or like increase mass gain. But I wouldn't expect people understand who don't understand or rather have misconceptions about women's bodies to understand anything at all. Because if I had to guess, that person doesn't even do leg day or even moisturize. You can make your ass bigger with squats. It makes your ass more shapely, but it doesn't increase in volume. Unless you overall increase how much you eat. But working out will not give you an hourglass shape. The amount of people that fall for like, here are some workouts to give you a slim stomach. and they get like thousands of likes. I'm like, dude, how are people still falling for this shit in 2016? And you realize how abysmal people's understanding of how bodies work is. I'm like, there is no workout that gives you a flat tummy. 2016, free Harambe. 2026. Yeah, I mean, they will be like, okay, if you do these crunches and this specific exercise in this order, you'll look like this. But it's not really how that works. It's more so there's also like huge misconceptions of like body spot reducing, fat reducing spot, or like it's just not really how it works. Because your overall, when you work out, it's your overall muscle density increasing and overall fat reduction, if that is your goal. And that's why if a guy says something like, you should do more squats, they have no idea how women's body works. So do you expect someone like that to actually even be able to find the clitoris? No. They'll say they can't find it because you didn't work it out. Yeah. Men love commenting on women's bodies. I think it's because if you took that away from them, they wouldn't really have anything else to be deprecating about. Defecating. Oh my god, remember that short I showed where it was like someone asking guys around the gym if they prefer cardio bunny or muscle mommies? And then the guys that all said cardio bunnies were like, well, if I date a girl, I don't want like, cause it's like lifting's like masculine. I don't want her like lifting more than me, cause it's like, you know. And then a girl duet it and said, then lift heavier. And she was right. Oh yeah, I need to do grip training. And then go back to rock climbing. If you're a twink, run away. Yeah, I'm not into twinks or skinny guys. I think they're weak. The gamers don't like hearing that. Lunks? No, also too weak. What about a frunk? What the fuck is that? What about a trunk? Yeah, I'll put somebody in there. What about bears? I like bears. Like I said, I don't like people that look weak. Well, guys. I really don't like really skinny guys. Because I feel like they'll just snap. And I cannot be spelling my name, bouncing on it, and then they just fucking snap in half. Like it just feels like the Minecraft skeleton noise when they move. Like I can't. I need some meat on them bones. When I try spelling coconut on it and he breaks in half. Oopsie. Exactly. And it just goes. What the fuck is a bunk? A bear hunk? Isn't that redundant? Should be all. Let me do a bush check real quick. Um, yeah, I just don't know if I want a lighter blue for that one. Here's a different blue. Yep. Oh, Bush. Dick Cheney. I need. Oh. What the fuck is an otter? Harry? Oh. I don't major in gay. Yeah, neither do I. I think one of the best things about working out is how much stronger you can do things without feeling weak all the time. Just like lifting heavy pots and pans, all of that. So nice. Gotta take some boxes up. Yeah, like easy crap. I thought you were stronger. No. No. Grabbing all the groceries. Well, I know there's a wireless. I don't know what the cut length on it is, though. Also, I strain my right leg when I often play piano, which means my right thigh is going to be more defined than my left. Suggest someone somewhere is dual wielding them. Yeah, but I don't feel like it would be that effective because it's not like you can look in two different directions with your eyes unless you can, like Pogop. Otherwise, you're just volume maxing. But then I'm not sure if the balance and dexterity loss would be worth it. It's like running with your hands behind your back. The extra energy and stamina you need to balance as a result of it is not really worth the aerodynamics of increasing your speed. Okay, this part. It conserves chakra, really? Okay, now I need a light. What does solve the art mean? I don't know what that means. Uh, this is fucking great. No new frontiers to explore? I would say pretty much, yeah. I would say so. I think most of it would lie in the creativity of exploring depth and layers. That's probably it. The new starter is probably the cunty water one. I'm just kind of praying they don't look like furry bait. Gagqua. Oh shit, I was supposed to record. What? There was some random like flower seed pit in my mouth. How did I learn to sew beautiful art? You mean design them? You see, when I was a kid, I did these things on DeviantArt called furry adoptables. And in doing those for 3 or 4 years, I learned the importance of design, color combination, and color harmony. Uh, what works well, how to make things flow, and a lot of palette practice. Everything in my life has brought me to this point, and where all my skills converged into one. I feel like, and I reference this a lot, but I don't even like remember much of the movie. I just remember the premise. It's just it's just so Slumdog Millionaire coded. Where am I gonna spend my skill points next? I got a typewriter. Maybe poetry. It's fucking difficult. Anything to do with literature is really difficult. Yeah, you have to consume a lot. And still today, by far the best song lyric I saw was Hallelujah. All I've learned from love is how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. The fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift. What a heat line. What is this? Shrek? From Shrek? The fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king, composing hallelujah. Ban that person for real, thank you. I don't like people that type like they're too terminally online. So what was the soup of the day for y'all? Anybody try Repel 100? That person typed that person typed that in Hume's chat too like 3 hours ago. You know how like I'm so good at reading people just from what they type. I can tell right away whether or not they're a person that I want in my stream. It's so fucking easy. These people are rancid. It's very, very easy for me to tell. I also don't like creepy people. I don't like creepy men that exhibit terminally online behavior. La 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 la. The fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king, composing hallelujah. Maybe we watch some wife swap. Resident Evil director wife swap later. Is this light blue? Yeah. Wife swap. Where did learn this? Teach self. You can, it's called rug tufting. You can find a local craft store that will probably have all the supplies you need, and then you can try it out then. And then if you really like it, get your own setup. Teach self. Other than that, the learning curve, I would say, is in understanding different yarn types. But also knowing what design works is a whole other skill because most rug tufters do not make their own designs. They just kind of uh, take a picture online and make it. Because that's a whole different skill set. Being able to design. This is a commission, yeah. The Mudkip is. Order my side quests from least to most difficult. Well, some are still pending right now. Like, scuba diving is pending. Surfing is pending. Maybe I'll. Oh, my thumb. Can you see this? The skin is peeling from tufting. Yeah, what kind of side quests have I done? Well, typewriting is also pending. So rug tufting, piano, drawing. I mean, drawing's not really a side quest though. That's the main quest line. Hardest, probably piano playing right now. Just because it just so much practice. Oh, I pulled too much slack. Oh no, I'm good. I guess technically writing is going to be a side quest because I kind of have to write for videos and shorts. But I do think I'm pretty good with words. So good with words, in fact, that somebody was like, when you talk, could you maybe use like smaller words so more people can understand? Because you're like too smart for your own good. À la poubelle. À la poubelle. À la poubelle, à la poubelle. Tune your vocabulary. Vocabulary is small fry. It's articulation that needs, or rather deserves, more honing. A lot of people aren't good at articulating. You should always speak with purpose. I need a light blue. The spacing, generally is like if it's super duper close, it doesn't need to be because it just saves a little bit of yarn because it's bushier on the other side. But it also depends on the yarn. That's the kind of learning curve you kind of have to learn by trial and error. You can articulate well on writing, but speaking in real time, I'm the opposite of that. I'm a horrible texter. Yeah, I'm very efficient with words. Well, I try to be. And having good vocabulary just helps with that. I like efficiency. Mhm. How the person interprets that, that's why it's important to articulate in a very clear and concise manner. It leaves very little room for interpretation. But as for my personal experience with that, what happens with it is I think it traps people because it's so specific that they like end up talking themselves into a you kind of like how I describe it is if I have a conflict with someone and I like talk really, really specifically to refer to something that leaves like no room for interpretation, and I kind of force them to address a point that they made that wasn't a good point, what happens is they simply don't address it because they realize they've been backed into a corner. I think that's part of the reason why a lot of people find me incredibly intimidating because you have to be able to articulate and present your argument in a forthcoming way. What happened? Oh, nothing happened. Just talking about the importance of speaking with intention. For example, what I mean is like, let's just use Becky. If someone was like, Becky was kind of a cunt to me, I would straight up ask why. And they'd be like, well, she didn't really say hi to me at a party. Then I would ask, so if somebody doesn't say hi to you at a party, you think that's a reflection of their poor character? And then that kind of forces them to address, is that a fair judgment of somebody? No.
Well, yes, because does she even know who I think I am? Like,
Many people put emotion over logic. Yeah. I mean, I saw a post by someone that was like, people seem to take like your feelings are valid to a level that it should not be taken. It's like, while yes, you shouldn't dismiss how people feel, but people take that as the knee-jerk reaction to validate how they feel instead of like coming back to reassess in some ways logically whether or not it was okay to feel that way. Like, for example, if I got really mad at you because you told Becky my pussy stinks, but turns out my pussy did stink, and you only said it in as a means to like, oh yeah, like I don't know if she has a medical issue, maybe Becky should like tell her to check it out. I shouldn't still be mad at you because it was somewhat justified. I should be like, oh yeah, it was unfair for me to be mad at you, but I was upset. But now that I understand it more, I'm less upset. But some people never reflect on changing how they feel about something. And then just kind of use the whole, my feelings are valid and therefore you're wrong. And then they hold on to that forever. Hello, Lauren. Hope you've been well. Yeah, it doesn't mean like what you feel is invalid, but more so that there will be times where you have to reevaluate how you feel and update your feeling on that. That some people kind of lost the sauce in because they're too subscribed and tunnel vision to the fact that they felt some way in the first place. Because feelings should change, generally speaking. especially if you're given more context to why. Yeah, pride. A lot of people have trouble admitting when they're wrong, which is which to me is funny because if I'm very much outmatched in logic, I will immediately be like, "Oh fuck, you're right." Because I'm so logic pilled that the moment you present a contradiction in my logic, I immediately will be like, "Yeah, shit." Whereas emotional people are a lot less likely to change how they feel because they're more so of the I feel this way, so that's it. Goodbye. Farewell. Yeah, gotta know ball. How to deal with emotional maturity? Oh, for sure. I think that always is relevant. But some people also never really realize that they should have some level of reflection or reassessment of how they feel about something if they are in a very coddled environment where they're often validated for feelings that might actually need a reassessment. For example, in a space of only yes men, how often will people tell you, actually, I don't think you should feel too upset about that because coming from this place of understanding, this is a justification, blah, 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 blah. People don't really have those conversations. Thanks, Potato Mike. They just kind of go, okay, yay. Okay, yay. What's the drama in the Middle East? Don't worry, kitten. Okay, yay. Worry about it, kitten. Okay, Dappa. Asking yourself why you feel a certain way is very important. But then also having the recognition to realize that you're not lying to yourself. Did you really dislike Becky because you don't like how her hair, she'd colored her hair the same color as you? Or is it because you feel like she is a better version of you and that makes you feel insecure? What is it really? If you can't even admit that to yourself, how are you going to figure anything out?
Well, it's the hair, of course. She's fucking copying me, that bitch.
You must learn to overcome your pride and prejudice. Only then can you serve cunt to your full potential. Gong. You would rather be friends with Becky and hate watch 39 together. I have heard of some people doing that and like having group chats where they together collectively talk poorly of another streamer and plan to like confront them all together, and all the grievances were more or less things like, yeah, well, one time I was at a party and she didn't say anything to me. Yeah, this one time she like collabed with this person instead of with me. And I was like, oh my God. I was not involved, I just heard of it. It's like, you guys are too old for this. That is stinky. Or like, oh my God, I always raid her, but she never raids me. I bet she wants me to fail. Like, what the fuck? That is really weird to even think. But that drama does tend to happen in a very objectifying career. I'm gonna clean some of the yarn over here. Guys, Becky is not a girl's girl because every time I end stream, I raid her, but she's never even raided me once. But don't you guys stream different schedules? How can she raid you if you're offline? You have been removed from the group chat. I'm gonna find another blue. What are we, 5? Yes, bitch. I want another. What kind of blue do I have? That's a nice blue. Be a darker blue. I'll use this blue. Thanks, Shastrek. This is a similar color, but it's slightly different. Actually, I want a more different blue. This one's too similar. Contrast is good. I did buy more yarn. People. I think I'll use this. Use this one. Oh, wait. This is different. So much yarn, yeah, because I like having a lot of colors. I think this one's good. Wait, or I could use that one. Actually, I think, okay, I know what to do. I use this one for the inside and the other blue for the outside. Leave some for the grandmas? Hell no. I'm sending grandma jump scares so that she could pass away from a heart attack and then I could get her yarn collection. Grandma, check out this funny link. Ah! I'm just kidding. Both my grandmas are dead. What did I do? Nothing. I was like 1 year old. I was not alive. Um, that is a really similar color though. I'm just gonna go look. Oh my god, I almost fell. It's a bit darker. I think it's fine. I've never killed a grandma. I've never killed a grandpa either. I've never killed a human. But may Robert rest in peace. And the ants I burned with a magnifying glass. And probably like 10 silverfish. I don't even kill spiders anymore. I remember in university there was a spider in my room. I put it in a cup and just put it outside. Be free. Be free, spider. Be free. And then a spider crawled back in my house to pay rent. Yeah, and I let him stay. He's chill. I want more blue. But a lot of these blues are so faded. It's kind of hard to find good mid-tone, vibrant yarn colors. A lot of them are kind of washed out. Even spiders need to pay rent, yeah. Land Chad versus Rentoid, the spider. It's me, Land Chad. Enjoy releasing Yeah, I got over my fear of spiders by subscribing to the subreddit called Spider Bros in high school, which is really kind of cute, I guess. I think we just naturally find spiders scary. Yeah, the muffins are done. I mean, they're just kind of little freaks of nature. Why are you gay? What? You can't ask someone that. Why are you gay? But I don't like mosquitoes. Almost done. Then I just have the border to do. My, I'm gonna do the Charmander. And all this before 12? Wow. Yippee! Did I buy a frame? I bought it. You just assemble it. It's very easy. Oh shit, that reminds me, I do need to get a smaller side table for my record player. Forgot to do that earlier. Please make another rug, bro. The director's wife slop is scary to think about. Why? But it's Resident Evil. We love Resident Evil. Fuck, the yarn fell out. I do want to start on the Charmander one though. The downside about rug tufting is your hands, your finger joints will start to ache after a few hours. Like mine's starting to ache now. Which is very fucking annoying when you play games and play piano and draw and lift. My life is so hard. If only I could find $100 million. Oh, so much side quest. Date idea. I asked someone if they want to come over and rug tuft in my apartment, but then the moment they enter, I dim the lights, put on the fog machine, and start playing boss music. Because I have Shadow of the Erd Tree vinyl. Surprise, bitch! It's Mesmer. Okay, now I just have the border. No, I don't know if it's from the gun vibrating. It's more so the strip, because you have to push down on the gun on the canvas. The embrace of Mesmer's flame. Dun, oops. Dun, 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 dun. Tufted a wall? That's not gonna work. What? I will say my handling of the gun has gotten a lot better, but I think that has to do with grip training and overall strength. The gun is a bitch to turn for curves. Spray control. Valorante. Yeah. Well, what you want to do with it? You want to do what daddy can? Daddy will buy you the blossom skins. Excuse me. Daddy's gonna buy you skins, kitten. Is that normal for me? Yeah. 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 They actually do have rotating rug stands, but I just got a shitty cheap one from Amazon, so that shit is not rotating. The fourth, the fifth, the minor fall. Oh shit! I forgot to record. I gotta get my phone. My phone's in the room. Here, hold this for me. Thank you. Actually, That should be good. I can't talk when I record because I use the sound peaks on the audio track to check when the gun is active. Engineering. That's the coolest rug you've ever seen? What are the only rugs you've ever seen like Balkan rugs? The fourth, the fifth. The minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Where have all the guys? What that sucks? I mean, I guess I could listen to music. I just don't. What's it called? It's called rug tufting. Where have all the good men gone? And where are all the gods? Where is my streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight on a fiery steed? Late at night, I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. Almost done. This actually fucking works up quite a sweat because you have to press down on it. Otherwise, the yarn doesn't go through as well. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero. And you got me. Better be. Better be. Better be. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, ow. There's spikes on the side of the canvas. That keeps the canvas in place that I just scraped my finger on. La 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 la. La, la, la. Done? I need to check the bush. Oh, wow, so cuting. Ooh, la la. C'est fini, oui. Voila. I just need to get a vacuum. Where did I put that bitch? Who took my fucking vacuum? It was me. I fucking took it. Here, I'll show you the back. If you see it from the back, wait till you see it from the front. Oh my god. Wait, let me. I was moving the stand a little bit. This needs a bit of a trimming. He's a bit fuzzy right now. So you gotta trim these parts. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't there a way tonight on a fiery steed? Tossing over. Next. Leon doing, I don't know what that is. Oh, I need to wipe my nose. My snot is dripping. Golly. Oh, there's like a. On his knee, hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thought shit. Post me a pic, finna make me a profit. Next. Dark red. Almost fucking tripped and died. Jesus. Red? I think this is a good dark red. Yeah, full size is 50 feet long. My Gyarados one is the biggest one I've made. Okay, I'm getting flashbang by the light over here. Ah! What the fuck? I just got yarn burn as I was moving the string. I was pulling slack. Ow! Fuck! That shit hurt! I've never had that happen before. Yeah! Ouch! Fucking yarn burn. Oh, that was the first time it happened. La la la. La 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 la. Okay, Sif. That's nice, honey. Oh, look at that light. There you go. Does this have an oh? No. But I think I might include it. The number is the speed. And it's not even 12. I'm ahead of schedule. I did have an energy drink today, so I won't be tired. Oh, now I'm scared I'm going to get rug burn again. Well, you know what they say, rug burn better than razor burn on your bush. James Charles Coachella razor burn. You're welcome. Who said that? Me! I said that. I just figured you should all listen to what was in my thoughts. The streets, the streets said that. The streets have been saying things lately, indeed. This is a bit, I don't want the curve to be more accurate. I deviated a little bit. Can you say different things instead? Yeah. Blind pussy taste test. Daph Dad Feet Day. Did we forget about Daph Dad Feet Day? My dad has like a really bad fungal thing on his feet that has been there since I was a kid that made his feet super duper crusty. And I wanted to take a picture to show you guys, but I haven't been back home in a while. So I was wondering if I should ask my sister or just straight up ask my dad to take a picture of his feet, but I wasn't really sure how to propose that idea. Leave that man alone. If anything, he owes me feet pictures. I bought him a Lexus. And I bought my sister a Lexus. I got them both Lexuses. Uh-oh. There's a blister forming. I don't know if it's focusing. Right here. Hey, Dad, can I show your crusty fungal feet? Please? Please? Um... Okay. Just buy him open to. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I asked my sister, she would do it. For our dad feet pics. I mean. Is that a sewing gun? It's a tufting gun. It's like if you took a sewing gun and gave it steroids. And it's a fucking workout. Is that what they use for hair transplant? No, I thought they used turkeys. Okay, what's next? This is the dark red. All done. And I need orange. Do I have orange? Oof. I can't see. I don't know if this is enough orange. I think that is not. I don't have enough orange, so I have to wait for yarn to arrive. I mean, this looks a bit pale. I could try it though, but let me try it. So the yarn usually looks darker once you tuft it. Let me see. That is looking very light. Yeah, that's kind of light. That's too light. No, no, no. I need a darker orange. Then in that case, I'm just going to skip that for now. I did order more yarn, but I don't think it's going to be here for another few days. So I will have to hold off on that for now. I could do the other colors though. There's a red and yellow. Dun, dun, dun. Make some orange paint in a creek and dye it. And then everybody who drinks from that creek dies. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I think this is okay. Shade isn't enough to make a difference. I'm very particular about my colors. No, they just turn orange. Oh. Yeah, because they have liver damage. Or they eat too many oranges. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Bilirubin and Billy. It's getting flashbanged. God damn it. Billy. Late at night, I toss. Live on Billy? Really? I should play some vinyl for myself. And I can have some music. You won't be able to hear it though. Billy? Took your advice and went to the orchestra, cried 3 times. I told you so! I have never been wrong in my life, ever. It's actually baffling how I am always correct. Red is I'm trying to use up all my shitty yarn. I know what kind of yarn I need to avoid now. Yeah, maybe that fish was Hitler. Thin yarn and soft yarn are very bad candidates for tufting. They don't cut properly, or they... Actually, that's the main problem, is they don't cut properly. God damn it. I'm just gonna cut this. Lots of trial and error. Get a tuft or die. Yeah, that's it. Get tuft or die. So I think the one thing I can't work on the Charmander is the Charmander itself right now, because I don't feel the orange that I need. Which means I have no frame of reference for the orange you need for the shading and highlight. So I have to wait for it to come in. Because I'm limited by the yarn colors that's available and the ones that I have on hand. So every color I choose has to be relative of each other. If I pick an orange that I don't have a darker shade for, then I'm fucked. The theory of relativity. What Einstein really meant was actually referring to rug tufting. He knew ball. I know, I wish I had every color of yarn under the sun, but no. Freaking Chungus life. There's also a gap I have to fix. I need more orange sheep! Go breed the sheep now! Let me fix that bald spot. I inspired you to watch SpongeBob and buy a rug on Amazon. Get influenced. So good! Pack the protein. So good. I heard a strange noise behind me. Who goes there? I was greeted by silence. Packed with protein. Patches is in my house? Can I buy wares off him? I need yarn. Always in need of yarn. So good. Pack of protein. Patches is very charming, but he's bald. He has no hair. Charmander is bald as fuck. I noticed that when I was designing this. I just kept struggling with his head shape looking so empty, and I didn't know what to do. And then I realized he's just bald as fuck. That was the issue. He's got like nothing there. Mudkip has a little mohawk. He's a bald little dude. He couldn't have fire on his head and his tail? Why not? Blaziken does? Oh, Blaziken is a whole ass furry. Because he's bald. They could give him a hair. They could give him the good old friar cut. Wait, actually, that's what they gave that crocodile guy. And then he turns bald. Or he has the bald. I forgot his name. The alligator crocodile dude. I am so much faster. What do I do with these things once I'm done? Capitalism, baby! I just like creating stuff. But the idea that it goes to somebody who really likes it makes me happy. I've never been one to care about the final product of my creations, physical art or digital. I just like the process of creating. I fully spec into craftsmanship. Late at night, I toss and I turn and I dream. Oh yeah, I was gonna make a rug tufting video. The one on the main channel is kind of ass. They just kind of like clipped it from the stream. But I'll make my own. Because I can do it all. Yippee! Oh, this yarn is so fucked up. Why is it like this? It should not be tangling. I am the most humble person I know. I am so humble. I am the best at being humble, actually. So humble. So good. Pack the protein. So good. Okay. This flop yellow away. This is not a, I don't know, I don't like, oh geez. It's coming apart. That's not good. Okay. Wish I had an orange though. Can't work on this. I can't color in my Charmander. I can do his snot bubble. I think pretty quiet. This gun is, but the average gun that is standard is not. They're a lot louder. But it wouldn't be like your neighbor can. Your neighbor shouldn't be able to hear it. Unless you live with papers and walls. I bought more yarn. I'm just waiting for it to arrive. I did get a lot of orange. Because I knew I was low. I didn't have a good amount of orange. I'm pretty sure it's some SpongeBob thing playing. Citation needed. It is, yeah. Oh, should I put on that? I could. This will make it hot. Me when I'm a client of graphic design, could you add some oomph to it? What? Could you just, I don't know, make it pop a little more? What? How much would it cost? It depends. The gun is 150 to 200. The stand of this size would be like 60. The canvas is $30 for something this big. The backing is around the same size for the canvas this big. Then the yarn would depend anywhere from $5 to $12, depending on how big the spool is. And then, of course, the projector, if you want to project a design on it. And then it really also depends on how many colors you want to get. So it depends a lot. Which I will cover in the video that I make. Which I will make this week. Which I will, yeah, it costs more than $5. How can you buy this one when I announce it for sale? Exclamation door giveaway. This is a nice blue. Oh, you can't even see the top. Maybe if I move this. I don't have a lot of space. Do I have a different blue? Charmander, correct! Well done! Thanks, Boo Booing. The Gen 10 is the newest one Gen 10? I don't keep track. I'm old. Fake Pokemon adult, yeah. I'm only most familiar with Gen 3 and below. And maybe some Gen 4. Anything past that, it gets a little crazy. Where are the girls? Where's the street? Make a 1-to-1 Snorlax. I don't even know if my stand's big enough for that. I would have to be a big stand user. This is only... The biggest rug I can make on this is like 52 by 42 inches. I don't know what that is in non-hamburger units, unfortunately. Yeah, I finished the Mudkip. It's over here. Rub my belly. Okay, and then this part is blue. Why Mudkip and Charmander? I have one question for you before I answer that question. Do you know what voguing is? No? Okay. I'm not answering your question and I'm banning you.
You see how I can just tell? I can tell.
Bye-bye. It's too easy. Yeah, this is a hostile environment for non-divas. I agree. They should be scared. Yeah, if you want to chat, I have to rate your voguing and death drop. Otherwise, you do not get chatting privileges. Oh shit! Everybody hit the floor. Yarn fell out. It's kind of dark in this room. Definitely need more lamps. The art, yeah, that was really high production. They did all that. I was at first under the impression that we were just gonna play Resident Evil. And that was it. And then we all took a wrap-up picture at the end, and I think that's the closest thing to office culture I'll ever experience. Isn't that interesting? Okay, this blue is gorgeous. Ding. What did T-virus taste like? Let me get it. I think I have it. Oh, this is plagas. Ooh, it's got a bit of a tang to it. Okay, it's full of protein. I think maybe I'll kick it a little. But it's pretty cool. I wish my other one was an orange. I should have made it purple. Where? Pack up. It does taste kind of weird. I'm pretty sure it's sink water. If I'm gonna be honest. Did I have a massive poop after the smoothie? No, but I farted a lot, but it wasn't from the smoothie. It was because I had a really creamy pasta. The smoothie was fine. The smoothie was good though. I'm way ahead of schedule. I thought I was gonna glorp shaky for like 5 hours. Whoa, I don't know what now I feel the poop loading in the chamber. Oh my god, the power of suggestion. I will find $1 million. I will find $1 million. I will find a 6'2" buff Chinese man who lets me chew on his biceps. I will find the Asian equivalent of Leon Kennedy. I will have a sexy, beautiful Chinese man fall into my lap. Manifest, manifest. Affirm, 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 affirm. He doesn't have to be Chinese. I'll have some flexibility. Big titty 6'2" buff Chinese men don't just fall out of the sky. Yeah, they do. You start lowering the bar? Well, as long as he's Asian. I like Asian men. Catching them falling from the sky with my mouth open so their biceps fall on my teeth. Did I see the new Silas promise? Yeah, well, he's got his fucking titties out. And then he's just mogging. He's always mogging. Hit to mogging, yeah. Now his face. Yippee! Yeah, that. No, I didn't have T-Virus. I had Las Plagas. Gloria, I'm about to start speaking Spanish. Glorias las plagas. Evaristo. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Veo una muñeca cuando mira el espejo. Kiss, kiss. I just wanna get high with my lover. Veo una muñeca cuando mira el espejo. I think the last Plagas is kicking in. Our trilingual queen. I can also speak French. Not well, but I can. Because I'm Canadian. Please don't. I will. Je m'appelle Daphne. Je suis une pizza avec du fromage. C'est twink. C'est fini. C'est fini, à la poubelle. L'expédition 33. Oui. LA 2 heures. What the fuck is 46 in French? What the fuck is 40? Quarante six. LA 2 heures 46 minuit. Minuit. Parce que je suis dans Los Angeles. Mais je parle du français très shitty. Merci. Très shitty. Oui. That's my high school French that I retained. À la poubelle. Bilingual, but I just spoke Spanish too. the hell? Do I have pink? I do have purple. I have a lot of purple. Why do I have so much fucking purple? Oh my god, that's so much purple. I think this is when I thought I was making a billion Gengars. Purple. Purple, purple. I dropped one. Bonjour. Aujourd'hui, je tuft la... The French word for rug is probably like the beauty of the floor or something. La belle de la floor. Some shit like that, I don't know. There is a purple. Where I got one purple. I'll take this as my outline. Happy. Je suis. Je désigne le tapis dans la personal computer. I don't know what computer is. BMP. No, French was my worst language, or worst class. I think I had like 76. For the record, I have an average grade of 95%. Oh, ordinateur? Yeah, I was fucking tough. So that was really bad. Yeah, I had multiple scholarships. What just happened for a second? That was weird. Did Huge hack my computer? Thanks, Huge. I hope you had a good stream. Right now, I'm practicing French. Aujourd'hui, je practice mon habilité pour parler en français. Parce que je parle en français très chouette, mais j'aime travailler dans la Paris dans le futur parce que je want to see les buildings. Les buildings. One thing I learned was to pronounce everything with your throat. So you would have to say something like computer ordinateur would be like ordinateur. 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 But do you know what they say? Le language des Françaises, c'est une language de la love. Which is, oh, l'amour. 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 Mais je pense c'est shit de la boule. I think Spanish is more romantic sounding. She she says she wants to buy a building made of glorp marmalade and find love before her next poop. That's not. I don't even know what. That is not what I. That is not what I said. Unreliable narrator or translator. The translation is wrong. I said I am practicing my French so that when I go inside of Paris, I can look at buildings. How's my German? The only thing I know in German is Flammenwerfer. Wait, wasn't there another term I knew in German, but I forgot, that I said to this one guy? To Mr. Arthur? What was the German that I said? Oh, das ist absolut heiß, mein Freund! Thoughts? We're sucking dick? Did you suck his cock? Das ist absolut heiß, mein Freund. I need a green. Das ist absolut heiß. Enough German for today? Okay. Oh. Mijn mama had mir in vers erlaubt, dass ich Cola trinken darf. Wie cool ist das, bitte? Cola drinking and Fortnite playing. Was that close? No, I think I was pretty close. Trust men or sing in Chinese? I only know one song. 解开我最神秘的等待，星星却有风在吹动，终于在真地融入怀中，两颗心颤动。 And then she starts singing in Korean. Red sun in the sky? I don't remember. She lie. Some things of the red men. 把我们的 something within the 新的长圈，中华民的高粱最危险的时候，我也不能起来，起来，起来，我们的岛就是把它的来起来。I had to sing that when I was a kid. And they had you wear like a little red scarf. I think this green is actually too pale. Rugging and ramblings to fall asleep to. I hope someone fell asleep to something right now. And then the spider crawled up your neck. And from your neck, it went down your throat. And as it crawled down your throat, it found a nice place to lay an egg. And it laid many eggs. And only then will it be happy enough to leave. And with the eggs, many more spiders hatched. And as they hatched, the spiders laid more eggs. I think I do have to use this green. Okay, I'll just use this. Well, do I have a nicer green? No, I'll just use this. Oh, what should I use today? Actually, this is fine. And then the spiders had little babies. And the babies started digging holes. Tiny little clusters of holes in the back of your throat. So many holes. Trump's neck looks like that? Trump's neck, pussy? I wake up to the drums. So many spiders in your sleep a myth? No, it's just there's one guy that swallows millions of spiders every night that's fucking up the average for everybody else. Spider Jones. I don't know the lyrics. Have I been reading? The past few days I've been busy. Have not finished Crime and Punishment yet. I'm gonna start typing book reports on my typewriter that I got. Because I'm an extra bitch. So full of protein. Yeah, why? So what's why where Game of Thrones ending book? Where why what he doing? Why where? I feel like the pressure is even worse now because of how awful the show ended. He said nah, yeah. He did. Great. He's never finishing that book. You know what? That's fine. That's okay. Sometimes somebody just wants to do some side quests. He said he's not in the mood to write those books lately. Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. Sometimes life is like a fart. You don't know which way it's gonna blow or when. And you don't know if you should trust it or not. But it just is. Fart usually blows backwards. Okay, what are you, a fucking flatulence philosopher? Are you an expert in flatulence ontology? First screen, this one's moving. I'm getting good work done. What Pokemon I like? Hope that answers it. Oh my god, the amount of there was a lot of those questions today. I will be sad for Gagclaw. Green is done. Now I need to find pink. Pretty sure I have a bunch of pink. Pink. Pink, pink, pink. Oh, this is a stinky yarn. We do not want stinky yarn. Shit. Oh no. This should be good. Actually, I don't know if I have enough pink. This is probably not enough. Oh, this is definitely enough. I almost dropped something. This is enough. How's Attack on Titan? It's good. It's still setting up. I haven't finished the first season yet. Attack on Leon's asshole. Fuck. What's it stuck on? Attack on Yamada. This one I need to make sure it's more dense. The yarn is thin. How's this thickness? That looks good. This is unfortunately thin yarn. I think Carpet Maker Simulator is too niche. Rug tufting is a bit niche. I should really spool all my yarn though. My knuckles are aching a bit. Make it. So many sim games are just pure slop. Like, not even good slop. All asset flip dog shit that they'll never update on because they make their buck and then make the next sim. That's too bad. I wish AAA companies, instead of making giga $300 million flops, just made a really good cafe sim game or something. They have the manpower and resources, but they rather make Concord. Give me the cafe simulator. They do not know what to do. Yeah, Maple Story Classic is still delayed. Why? I can't find the code. They lost it. Freaking noob. Maple Story 2 is never coming back. They did not make enough money off of that. And they said no more. That's the game that got me partnered. I mean, I hope when they do make Maple Story Classic, it has the QOL. Yeah, I mean, MMOs are just, they're gone. We will never see golden MMOs again. It is a thing of the past. Fuck. Riot MMO will come out and make profit and not be shot after 3 months. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, do people not play 2xKO? What happened? I know they cut half the dev team. Massive layoff. Yeah, but how's the player base? It wasn't printing money? Well, what do they expect? It's a fighting game. Free to play. I think COVID just kind of gave a lot of companies a rather unrealistic expectation of gamer consumption. Like I could have told you 5 years ago that Concord and High Guard was not going to work out. Yeah, the funny part of this is companies and shareholders will literally see how games are and be like, okay, we need to bring back COVID. That's exactly how this shit works. That's exactly how they think. It's very corpa. So an article saying Highguard dev says the game. Well, Highguard devs are like one Highguard dev, or like somebody who interns at it, or you know, there's a lot of nuance that goes. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't talk about this, but the you know how people got like their panties in a twist because turns out FromSoft was the one that said no to the Bloodborne remake, and people are like, oh my god, it was actually their fault all along, but it was like There's so much that is not explicitly said that if anybody had a brain could come together and figure it out, is if they said no, that means whoever they were handing the project over to was not going to do it right. And if they weren't going to do it right, why would they let somebody bastardize their game? If Sony gives it an okay, but then lets another studio make it, and FromSoft also gives the okay, it's gonna turn like shit. So FromSoft wouldn't say no unless they had good reason to. But people were like, "Oh, what the fuck? They were the ones." You know, there's so much more that we don't know about. But people are so reactionary. I think it was very much implied that it wasn't gonna go the way they wanted to. As FromSoft, I mean. Because they're very particular about their games. Yeah. People just go like, "Bleh." Thanks, Jax. Blah. I got some good surface area done. Yeah, I think. Yeah, what I think is they did not want somebody else touching their child. And working on this side is so hard to fit the camera. It's my view. Well, that's because I think they're working on their own stuff. He wants to work but has a busy schedule. Yeah, I bet. Like that dust blood or whatever. What dust blood? Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, they're probably working on something that they're not shackled to or something. I don't know. If I had to guess. Then I should be done with the pink. Who wants to buy daph coin? Selling daph coin. Selling daph coin. Yeah, I need the orange for Charmander, which I don't have enough of. Here's what it looks like. That's the Mudkip over there. Mudkip's a bit bushy right now. He's full bush. Color is that? Oh, that's the moon. I already filled it all in. Holy fuck. Damn, I'm fast. La 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 la. La 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 la. I could fill in the moon too. The layering stuff, I have tried it a bit, but I kind of have to design around it, which I haven't really done yet. I think I will try it again soon. It just requires a lot of foresight. I'm very deliberate. I need it to be exactly the way I want it to be. Or I'm gonna get upset. Foresight is a Pokemon move. So is Bang Ya Mum. It has infinite PP. Fuck your mother. Incorrect here. Oh no. There we go. I pulled way too much slack. We're sucking dick. Das ist absolut heiß, mein Freund. How many languages is that now? A lot. Will I make a depressing? No. Why would you ever want a depressing piece of furniture? Me when I encase grandma in resin? Hey, what's a profanity? Huh? What's a profanity? Had made depressing art? That's true. You're right, I should make a depressing rug. Maybe I'll make one of your mother getting fucked. Fuck you. The grandma encase tech? No, because it's really hard to encase things in resin without it rotting. Really difficult. Oh, this is a lot to fill in. That's not depressing. That's AW. AW Alienware. Shout out Alienware. Desktop Area 51 for making this stream happen. Experience gaming how it's meant to be played. Glor. I want a snack. Oh my god, I forgot I ate like 3 muffins earlier. Oh yeah. I forgot. One more I don't want another muffin. I want something refreshing. Oh yeah, spicy. I forgot I bought a bunch of snacks with Void too. But I want something refreshing. I have pineapple bars. Muffin's not refreshing. The stream every couple of minutes flashes to my PC screen. It's just because there's a ghost in the residence. I don't know why, okay? It's just there's a ghost. I don't know. Oh. Is the phone dying? It probably is. I'll just wait. I'll just do the rug until it dies, and then we can watch some wife slop. No, not wife swap. The Resident Evil guy that always casts his wife in the movies. Wife swap. Not wife swap. Restart? Mila Village, yeah. No, but I didn't. It's still really early though, because I'm trying to stay up a little longer so I can fuck up my schedule back to normal. Ever finished Gladiator? Actually, we finished it on stream. Yeah, I'm trying to fuck up my schedule back to normal. I can't stream that long tomorrow because I have something to do the day after. Pre-firing short stream. Yeah. Ooh, this is a big ass moon. Well, hopefully the things are on the YouTubes. Oh, sure. If not, I'll find something. I just realized I did not record this process at all. Oh well. Okay. How is... Let me check. The phone was not dying. I think it was just being weird. It's still pretty good battery. Was it overheating? No. I think it was just being weird. It was just being a little silly. Wife swap? Let me see. They do have it. This is some peak slop. My yarn and play, I just fucking throw that shit on the floor. But it's very inconvenient to pull slack, so usually people spool it in a spinner. But a lot of yarn you buy don't come spooled with in a cone, which is a pain. Where all the gone and where are all the gowns? Nurse,